I'm what I like to call a serial tryapreneur, and a couple of the many business ideas that I've tried have made me millions. Today, I'm going to share some of over 50 business ideas that I've tried and which 3 made the most money. We'll go through Amazon FBA, niche sites, flipping items online, faceless YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and more. I've tried them all, and more importantly, you'll learn why the act of trying dozens of different ideas can help you find big success. I made my first $1 online way back in 2004 selling books and clothing on eBay. I thought buying used items at thrift stores and selling on eBay was going to make me rich. It didn't. I tried designing and selling water fountains. It failed. In fact, my handmade prototype with materials that I purchased at Home Depot never even worked. I almost started a swimming pool business, but my partners dropped out.
Never mind, I quit.
In 2006, I launched my first blog in the finance space because I have a background in finance. I made my first Google AdSense money and affiliate sales from that website, but it was pretty much a failure, making less than $500 a year. I tried starting a website like CashCrate, where I would essentially pay people to do surveys or complete affiliate offers. Surprise, that idea failed too, but it did make a few $100s. All of these ideas up to this point cost me less than $100 each or so to start. I was just trying random ideas that only required some hustle and minimal investment on my part. I was married with 3 small children under the age of 5 in 2008, so I didn't have much time or money to invest. I was working full-time in banking and trying to hustle after the kids went to bed. I tried creating an ebook for people with credit problems, and that failed. I spammed Yahoo Answers or forums to try and get people to come to my websites. That failed. Between 2005 and 2009, I essentially tried a dozen different ideas. I felt like a failure, but what I didn't realize was that I was setting the habit of pulling the trigger quickly when I had a new idea. Some people call this shiny object syndrome, but as I'll share here in just a second, trying things quickly has become one of my greatest strengths. Around 2009, I had a couple of small niche websites I had randomly tried to see if I could rank in Google for just one keyword. I bought keyword-rich domains and tried to rank for worm farms and buffalo nickels on 2 different niche websites. Starting these 2 random niche sites on a whim and an investment of just my time writing articles, $10 for the domains, and $5 per month for hosting changed my life. These sites did not make me millions, but they made around $100 per month each. And this got the wheels spinning. What if I try to create a bunch of these types of small niche sites? And that's what I did for the next 2 years. By 2011, I was making around $20,000 per month from Google AdSense from a bunch of small niche websites. So niche sites was my first big success, but I had 2 even bigger successes that I'll share here in just a second. That's when I quit my full-time job and launched nichepursuits.com as a place to share my business adventures. Now I had a small nest egg. So I took about $2,500 and invested in a programmer building a beta version of a keyword research tool. This software tool became Longtail Pro. The early version was buggy, but people were buying. I made my $2,500 back in 2 months after sharing it on the Warrior Forum and a small email list that I had. I then made a huge investment for me at the time of $15,000 and hired a new developer to really make Longtail Pro great. I have an entire video you can watch about my Longtail Pro story right here. I'll simply say that I hustled on the business for the next 5 years and was netting $50,000 per month before I sold it for $1.8 million. This was my second big win from just trying random business ideas. But my story doesn't stop there. I've continued to try random business ideas that interest me until I find something that sticks. I started a podcast. It now makes enough money that I've hired a podcast host to run the show for me so I don't have to. I started selling Amazon FBA products, and honestly, several of them were flops. However, I did end up creating and selling several different types of pillows that were a big success. Have a full video where you can learn more about my pillow side hustle business right here. Eventually, I sold that Amazon FBA pillow business for $425,000, a third big success for me. I started a couple of other software businesses that failed. I bought and sold websites. Many of my websites have failed, but I did sell 2 of my websites for a combined total of $1 million. I tried going big on Pinterest. I tried starting Facebook pages, and one page that I have now does make me $3,500 a month. I actually have a full video about how I built a Facebook page to 10,000 subscribers in just 30 days right here. But to be clear, I've tried a few different Facebook pages over the years, and they have not all been successful. I tried starting a faceless YouTube channel, and you can watch the entire video right here, but it was ultimately a failure. Although I have started a second faceless YouTube channel, and it's now getting about 20,000 views a month. I'm making money with affiliate links on that faceless YouTube channel. It's small, but I'm trying. And of course, I also had what I think was a brilliant idea for a WordPress plugin. I wanted a faster and easier way to build internal links for my own websites. So I wrote down in a Google Doc all the features that I would want in an internal link building WordPress plugin. I hired a developer and got my idea built. This took well over 6 months to build, and of course, while it was being built, I was trying random business ideas. However, that WordPress plugin is now Link Whisper, and it's become a very successful business over the last few years. If you want to check out Link Whisper to improve the internal link building of your own websites, I highly recommend that you go to linkwhisper.com and use coupon code VIDEO on the checkout page in order to get $25 off. In total, I've tried dozens and dozens of random online business ideas, and most of them have been failures. However, some of them have been huge successes. And I do all of this without taking courses or paying for others to consult me. I think this is one of the biggest roadblocks that people run into. They feel like they need to pay for a course or learn from an expert before they try anything. Most times you don't need to pay for a course or someone to teach you. Just watch a couple of YouTube videos and try it. I mean, I'm not a software developer, and yet I've started multiple software companies. My background is in banking, not software. If I can figure it out, you can too. What is hard is convincing yourself that you should start. I had never started an e-commerce business, but after listening to a few podcasts and watching some YouTube videos, I realized how incredibly easy it is to find manufacturers on Alibaba, and I just started. Most businesses are not that hard to start. You now have my permission to start that online business idea that you've been thinking of. If you've been researching for months how to start something, that's probably too long. Just take action and get the ball rolling. Being a Tryapreneur has been my full-time occupation for 13 years now, and it's made me millions of dollars. I've learned through many years of failures that trying my ideas quickly is a faster way to find a successful business than researching for long periods of time. So what do you say? I think it's time you try that random business idea that you've been considering. Thanks again for watching.